All right, you guys. So like, share, subscribe, ring the bell so you guys will get all the updates whenever I release the video content on the channel. Shouts out to the Lions Den basketball community. Salute to my brother A Weapons. He rep Midlife Music. Go to ticketvmedia.com. Get the music, the merch in. Follow me on Instagram at ticketvmedia. Y'all see the Instagram on my screen right there. And let's get right into this video, man. We got to talk about what happened with Paul Pierce and the truth. Kevin Garnett, the rim gonna need a hard net. As KG and Paul Pierce were heated about Adrian Griffin getting fired. They said that it was a travesty, that he didn't even get a chance. He didn't really get a shot as a head coach. They said that they don't really know the inner workings of what happened in that situation. But Kevin Garnett was upset. He said that it's sad because black coaches don't be getting those leeways and stuff like that. He went on to say other things, which I'm gonna let y'all hear what he had to say, and then he exposed the truth about Doc Rivers with the Milwaukee Bucks. So again, Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce did not hold back in this interview. They were absolutely going in this interview, and I'm gonna let you guys hear exactly what they had to say about this situation with Doc Rivers. I'm gonna let you guys hear exactly what they had to say about Doc Rivers uh, with this team, and also what Kevin Garnett was saying about the little piece he was saying at the end about Adrian Griffin getting fired. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. I'm gonna let y'all hear what he said. Let's get it.
I thought he was doing the best job.
He's learning still as to be a head coach.
He didn't even get that chance, bro. That's why. That's why I shot, bro. It's like, man.
See, they gave Missoula same thing with Missoula. Look, think about that. Coach Missoula took over and then got another chance, and now look, dog, you gotta develop into a head coach. It's a difference when you're the second seat, third seat, and the first seat. He's still learning, and at the same time on the fly, he's doing a great job.
Now, let me stop that though. He's still learning, but see, this is the one thing I think Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett wasn't looking at. They not got time for learning right now. They're trying to win a championship right now. So I think that's the part that they look past, is that they ain't talking about learning right now. They're trying to win a chip right now. That's why the Boston Celtics was thinking about firing Missoula last year. Now they gave him another shot this year and gonna see what happens in the playoffs. But if Missoula doesn't get it done this year, they're gonna fire Missoula. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna fire him. They're not gonna waste no more time on that situation. And then again, I don't think Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett looked at the intertwinings of how the Bucks were winning games. Now they did talk about, oh, when you lose Drew Holiday, the defense is going to get bad. But if you're winning games because your superstars are just being superstars every night and having to go life and death with the worst teams in the league, and then when you play the good teams, when you play a mid-level playoff team like Indiana and they beat you 4 times easy, that's a problem. That's a problem because the Bucks had the easiest schedule to start the season in the NBA, and they were struggling to beat the horrible teams. So you got to look at the underlining of that as well. Guys like Giannis and Dame and them was saving these dudes and winning games when they should have been losing games. But let's keep going.
You second in the East.
The black coaches don't be getting that patience and that leeway like other coaches be getting. I shot that on some real shit, or at least it just be looking like this.
He had a short leash. That's one of the shortest leashes I've ever seen.
I don't know what the expectation was or what they.
Well, the expectation is Kevin Garnett to win a championship right now. That's the expectation. So when you say you didn't know what the expectation was, the expectation is that they want to win a chip this year. They don't want to wait and give him time to grow. They want to win a chip now. And they felt like with him on the sidelines, they're not going to be able to win a chip this year. They needed a more experienced coach. Now, they talked about Doc Rivers, and they exposed the truth on Doc Rivers. I'm going to let y'all hear what they had to say.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in a great position. You're in a great...
Because remember, you got dudes on YouTube that run around here, dudes that ain't won championships, dudes that ain't never played in the NBA like myself, dudes that ain't never played no level of professional basketball, dudes that are just on YouTube, fans, talking all this stuff. They never been behind no or between any lines of any kind of professional organized basketball game, but they're giving their opinion and don't make sense. But when I listen to Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, I respect their opinions, even if I disagree, because they've been between the lines. They've won at the highest level, and they've seen this. So here's what they had to say.
Position to move forward and to get better.
But see, this is the thing, too. This is the thing. So now, you bringing in Doc middle of the season. So now what does Doc do? Does he get are you firing the whole coaching staff of Adrian Griffin? Does Doc come in with a new coaching staff? There's so many questions now that you got to answer because now you're like, how?
Terminology.
Like, yeah, now Doc
shit.
got to come in mid-season and implement his system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On both sides of the ball. Like, how do you do that mid-season and expect to win a championship? Can you learn on the fly like that? That means you're gonna have to practice now in the middle of the season where teams ain't practicing. Now we're gonna have to be in the gym, y'all. We're gonna have to walk through every day. We're gonna have to have film every day.
That's who he is too. I don't think
we're gonna have to do this every day. Though.
I don't think that the Milwaukee Bucks, well, put like this, I don't think they know who's coming through the door.
Now, see, now you have all these dudes on YouTube that will sit up here and talk down on Doc Rivers and all this other stuff, but the Kevin Garnett, the real big ticket, he's saying, I don't think they know who walking through that door. See, guys on YouTube who've never been like playing professional basketball on no level, never been behind the lines, you know, they don't know what they're talking about. They just talk basketball from just a fanboy perspective. You understand what I'm saying? Guys who've never won a championship. I tend to lean to the guys who have won championships because they understand what it takes to win a championship. So Kevin Garnett already about Doc Rivers said they don't know what's going to walk through that door. I'm gonna let you guys hear what he had to say.
A savant is coming through the door.
Now see, a savant. He ain't say, oh man, you know, Doctor. No, he said a savant. Gary walked through the door. And see, this type of stuff I be trying to tell dudes when I talk basketball, but I be cooking so hard that cats don't really understand. They don't really understand the truth. So shout out to Kevin Garnett for telling the truth. Let's keep going.
He is a master to me at contemplate. If anybody can figure this out, he's going to be the one. Mm-hmm. Doc is not going to go in here. I didn't think he was going to actually. Doc has been around it, so he's had a sense of what this team is. And when they told me the backstory of him being around, being a consultant, you got to think that he's had conversations. He's felt the room. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So now he's got to have an idea on not just how to move forward, but he's going to come with a solution. And yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable at first, and it's going to be a rearranging of the furniture. You know how it goes. Get a new crib. You know, someone was there before you. Bro, I ain't gonna do it like this. I'm going, you know. So but what I'm talking about is this, though, P. On top of what you're saying, all the verbiage, all the stuff that goes into the technicalities. You know, AG had y'all showing or switching. Doc might have y'all pushing it down. So just think about. So I don't really think Doc's gonna be 100% his system. I think he's gonna take pieces that work for him and he's gonna implement it and he's gonna make
a lot of
he's
stuff.
Gonna have to. We're going. The train's going. Right?
Yeah.
You gotta get ready for the next track and what we about to. You feel me? So I'm anticipating him implementing some structure.
You know what it's gonna be?
He's trying to create culture over here. Doc's gonna create culture day one,
that's it.
and he's gonna put pieces into that culture.
Yeah, it's gonna be bigger than the X's and O's with that.
And this year, it's big. He's not tripping on this year.
What he is gonna bring, he's gonna have. I don't know if
accountability
is gonna hold them accountable.
See, that's the thing, and that's what Doc did with James Harden, and James Harden didn't like that. Doc said, James, we're not gonna play your way. James said, nah, I want to go back to playing the way I played in Houston. He said, no, we're not playing that way. We're going to play through Joel Embiid. James Harden didn't like it, so he shut down and quit. Point blank, period. And like Big Ticket and like Paul Pierce said, Doc Rivers don't care who you are. He's going to challenge whoever you is. If you can't handle it, the strong survive, the weak shall perish. I show you no more. Let's keep going. I eat to these dudes. It's easy work. I'm not listening to no dude that ain't play no professional basketball, ain't win no championship. I'm not listening to you about this because you don't know nothing about basketball, period. You just a fanboy. You just running your mouth.
So where maybe Adrian Griffin didn't, I don't know. I can't say.
Doc is not afraid to ruffle feathers with your best players.
Thank you. Doc is not afraid to ruffle feathers with your best players. That's exactly what happened with James Harden. He got on James Harden's ass, and James Harden paused, and James Harden didn't like it, period. And he shut down and quit. That's what happened. But y'all got mad at Doc. See, this is what I'm talking about. This type of heat that they need in that locker room. Let's keep going.
Tell your best player, hey, that was a bad shot. You need to be better. Like he'll tell in front of everybody.
In front of everybody.
It ain't like that.
Say it again,
trying
Kevin.
to create.
Say it
no,
again.
I can't say.
Doc is not afraid to ruffle feathers with your best player. Exactly. He'll tell your best player, hey, that was a bad shot. You need to be better. Like he'll tell in front of everybody.
But the thing is, too, it ain't like that Milwaukee trying to create new culture. They are a championship contending team for the last 4 or 5 years. They've won a championship. So the culture, I feel like it's there, but did they lose it a little when they lost Budenholzer? What's his name? Budenholzer?
I don't know if you lose it because you are the identity of your best player. Exactly. They look like Giannis. They play hard. Everybody plays hard. They don't come out there bullshit. Don't feel like you know what I'm saying? And then you even see Dame giving you an effort on the defensive end. You know what I'm saying? So, right. I'll say this, and then we can move on. But I say this. Doc's not only, I think he's going to mature this group up. And I think that with the maturity comes not only sacrifice, but accountability, but then growth. I think the development and growth of these players that you already have that we all love, right, can get better. Giannis can get better. He's going to make those players better. He got great pieces too, Pete. He got Brook Lopez that actually was a centerpiece for someone at one point. So you got Middleton, who everybody's quick to forget that he was a clutch shooter, clutch player, hits open threes. So the fact that you're not giving him that, man, that's even better for him.
Herm, you're blocked. He did get on Embiid. You're blocked, dog. Put you in timeout, bro. You're not gonna come in here and cap. You go to the little channel and do that, bro.
Down the line, you feel me?
I think out of everybody over there, he's probably the most frustrated.
He's probably the most frustrated because his role has changed dramatically out of everybody. He went from the two-man to now some nights he might be the four. He might be you know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, dog.
Right.
You get in when you fit in. You just make sure you one of these four. Yeah. It's you, Brook, Giannis, and Dame. Like, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else is. But then you got other pieces that come in, make complimentary, pieces that come off the joint. That's so. Yeah. I'm saying he got great bones to work with. Yeah. And I look forward to Doc Rivers actually making this an interesting story. And yeah, man, I'm more than shocked with this. Yeah, but more too kind of disgusted, man, because you asking the man to give you everything he got and to do his job. And I thought he was doing to the best of his ability. Now, with that said, if you Darvin Ham or if you some of these other coaches, what do you think? If AG got fired doing that, what the fuck is you hear? You hear what I'm saying?
Right.
What are you thinking?
Right.
You feel me? So, man, you got it, and I'm not just so comfortable if I'm all these other coaches seeing that. That made me uncomfortable a little bit. Like, whoa, let me go up here and talk to Jenny. Let me go up here and talk to manager, make sure we good. We good? Because I just saw it. You know what I'm saying? You know how that.
You got to give the man a playoff run at least.
You got to give him a chance, bro.
You got to give him a playoff run.
Now, here's the thing. I agree and disagree with that. Reason why is because they said some of the things were so bad, it was like the players were coaching the team. When you had that, you can't really, you know what I'm saying? You can't really go forward when you got the players coaching the team and stuff like that. Bobby Portis and these guys snapping on them. Can't do that. But I'm going to say this, right? So they exposed the truth about Doc. And they told you what Doc is going to do. Doc is going to go in there from day one and command and demand respect from day one. He going to Dame Dollar, all that stuff, not playing defense. You're going to give effort. You might not be the best defender in the world. You're going to give effort. Remember, when James Harden went to Philly, James Harden gave effort on defense. He wasn't the same James Harden on defense as he was in Houston when he wasn't playing defense at all. The problem was when James Harden, offensively, James Harden wanted to be the man again, and Doc said, no, we're going to play through Joel Embiid. Doc went over to Philly and made Joel Embiid the MVP. People forgot that. Brett Brown didn't do that. Doc Rivers did that. Doc Rivers did that. You understand what I'm saying? These are the facts. See, can't nobody take this away from him. When they try to take stuff away from guys, I listen to the guys who've been there and won that. You understand what I'm saying? And so, again, when you deal with certain guys like James Harden, who's been a diva his entire career, who's had coaches that laid down for him his entire career, the one coach that stood up to him, Kevin McHale, he got Kevin McHale fired. He got Kevin McHale fired for Mike D'Antoni. The one coach that stood up to James Harden, he got him fired in Kevin McHale. Mike D'Antoni, the whole time, he was cool with him. What did he do in Brooklyn? He quit in Brooklyn. He quit on Steve Nash and them in Brooklyn. Quit. Forced his way out. Then went to Philly. Didn't want to listen to Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers is trying to tell this dude, look, man, this is how you got to play if you want to win. This is how you got to play if you want to win a championship. He ain't want to listen. Forced his way out. See what I'm saying? Now he over here with the Clippers. Everybody like, oh, yeah, man. Clip gang or don't bang. As soon as they lose, they're going to be ready to throw James Harden out. Y'all going to see it. As soon as they get to the playoffs and lose, oh, man, James Harden got to go, man. They're going to put the whole meal on James Harden. Everybody come back and be like, that ticket, you was right the whole time. Y'all going to see. Y'all going to see. Y'all gonna see. Didn't I sit in here and tell y'all that I did not like that Miami Heat trade? Didn't I tell y'all I didn't like the trade for Rozier? What is Rozier over there doing? Getting smoked the first 2 games with the Heat? This is the reason why the Milwaukee Bucks gonna win the championship this year. Watch. You're gonna see when Doc takes over this team, you guys are gonna see. I guarantee you this team goes up half in defense. So they're like 25, 24, 25 right now. They'll be at 15. They'll be 15 and up before the end of the season. They'll move up almost 10 slots defensively under Doc Rivers before the end of the season. And Slim, you saying Cap would put your money up. I'm not even gonna say nothing else to you. Put your money up. If you ain't gonna put your money up, leave. If it's Slim 21, if you're not gonna put your money up, leave out my channel right now and don't come back. I'm not finna talk with y'all no more. If y'all not willing to put y'all money where y'all mouth at, leave. You sitting over here talking about the Celtics, y'all can't even win a championship. Giannis already did that. You keep talking about the Celtics, y'all can't win a championship. Giannis already did that. Brother, Costa, you said Doc Rivers is not a good coach. He's one of the great. Yeah, he's not a good coach. He's a great coach. He's one of the greatest coaches in NBA history. He's a top 7 winning coach in the history of the NBA with a world championship. So you stop the cap. Time out. Have no time for foolishness on this channel. None. Zero. Zero. Zero time for foolishness. I think Doc's first game is tomorrow. You guys are going to see. And I totally agree with him. Doc's going to walk right into the room. From day one, it's going to be accountability. From day one. And all these dudes are going to prove wrong. So like I said, if you're not going to put your money up, sit down, man. I don't want to hear nothing from you, bro. If Slim 21 and all these dudes that's talking not going to put their money up, sit down, bro. I don't want to hear from you, dog. Just sit down. Because there's nothing else to talk about. I want to take y'all chips. Period. You understand what I'm saying? I want to take y'all money. Point blank, period. Because all y'all do is sit over here and talk. Ain't none of y'all did nothing. Ain't none of y'all never been in no NBA locker room. Y'all ain't never. So I'm listening to the dudes who have been in the NBA locker room, won a championship. I'm listening to 2 dudes who won championships. That's who I'm listening to. So if they tell me that Doc can go in here and go get it, I believe them. That's what I've been saying. You said you're acting like Doc Rivers is the big bad wolf. You gonna see. Now, I want y'all to see something, right? Y'all see all of the people that's talking down on Doc Rivers right now, right? Y'all see all of these people talking down on Doc Rivers, right? Watch. They're saying Doc Rivers can't win the championship. I'm going to say this video is going to be saved. When Doc wins the championship, watch what everybody say. They're going to come back and say, oh, he only won because he had Giannis in them and Dame. Watch. They're saying right now he can't win with Giannis and Dame. When he wins, they're going to say, oh, the only reason why he won is because he had Giannis and Dame. They're going to take credit away from him. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. You said only one coach has been fired under Harden, and that's Kevin McHale. That's a lie. That is an emphatic lie. Mike D'Antoni was fired too. Mike D'Antoni was fired too. So you're a liar, sir. Don't come in here and lie. You said only one coach was fired under James Harden. That's a complete lie. Mike D'Antoni was fired too. So we're not going to tell that lie. And then he quit on Steve Nash and then quit on Doc Rivers. These are facts. So for you to say that, see, y'all don't know basketball. Y'all just want to come in and argue. You got to know basketball when you come chop it up with me. I'm just telling y'all the truth. I'm not hating on James Harden. What has James Harden done his whole career? James Harden, for a superstar, has the worst closeout resume in NBA history and closeout games. You understand what I'm saying? Straight like that. D'Antoni did not quit. He got fired. Look it up. He didn't quit. They didn't want him back. Look it up. He didn't quit. They didn't want him back. Look it up. They got rid of him. Look it up. And they went and got undercover brother. Look it up. Right? So again, I'm not finna listen to dudes on YouTube over guys who actually been in them situations and won championships. Especially if you ain't win no championship. If you ain't win no championship, how you gonna tell me what somebody need to win a championship? I don't want to hear that. I want to hear from the dudes who actually won championships. Right? That's what I want to hear from. Right? It's just being honest with y'all. I'm being honest. Right? Right? JJ Redick never won a championship. Sit down, sir. JJ Redick never won a championship. JJ Redick has been a perennial loser in the NBA. He's been a perennial loser. Hadn't won. Didn't win no championship. Didn't win no championship. Glenn Big Baby Davis, we already know what's up with him, man. I pray for that brother, man. I pray that God bless him and get his mind right. And I pray that he, whatever issues he's going through mentally, I pray that God help him through that. Because he got some serious stuff going on, man. He facing jail time. And I pray that he, you know what I'm saying? Get his life together. I pray for that brother, man. You know, real talk. He got some real serious stuff going on, man. I don't want to see, brother go down like that, bro. You know what I mean? Real talk, bro. So I'm just telling y'all what it is. You know what I mean? That's just facts. But again, you know what I mean? D'Antoni was fired. They didn't want to renew his contract. They fired him. They didn't want to renew his contract. Period. Straight like that. He was fired. D'Antoni was fired. He was basically fired. Matter of fact, I'll put it on the screen. I'll put it on the screen, man. I'll put it on the screen right now. Because, see, y'all like to, tell lies, so I just tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? I tell the truth, man. I tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? They fired him, bro. So yeah, that's the honest truth about the situation. They said he was not fired, but he basically was fired. You know what I mean? He was forced out. That just is what it is. He was forced out. You know what I mean? He was forced out. And the reason why he was forced out, and let's talk about it, right? The reason why he was forced out is because the contract negotiations came public, right? And he only was given a 1-year extension, right? He was only given a 1-year, $5 million extension. That's why he quit, because they was pushing him out. He thought that everything he did, he should have got a bigger contract. That's basically what they did with Frank Vogel with the Lakers. Frank Vogel won a championship. Frank Vogel won a championship, and the Lakers didn't want to keep him long term. They wanted to push him out. These are the facts, bro. See, they don't put the terminology there because that's what it is, but that's exactly what happened. Like Frank Vogel, he got fired from the Lakers. He knew he was fired after he won the chip, and they didn't give him a long-term extension. When you win a championship and you don't get like a 3-4 year extension, you fired. If they only say, yo, we only want to give you a 1-year extension, you're gone. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. If that's the case, you're out of here. You know what I'm saying? You're gone. And so that's just a situation what happened with Mike D'Antoni. They was trying to give him a 1-year, $5 million deal extension. He said, no, ain't no way I'm taking that. So that's basically pushing him out. You know what I mean? Straight up. That's basically pushing him out. Their record is like that because LeBron James is missing all these games. If LeBron would be playing these games, the Lakers' record would be better. But he's sitting out, in my opinion, because he want to force a trade. You know what I'm saying? Just like he did versus the Clippers. So just being honest with you, dog. He played versus the Blazers because he wanted to make sure they got that win. You know what I'm saying? And then he didn't play versus the Clippers because he wanted to make sure they stayed a little bit close. Not get too far out, but close enough to where he can make a run after he get his trade. You know what I mean? So you guys let me know what y'all feel. Let me know what y'all think, man. Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett revealed the truth about Doc Rivers. And they exposed the truth about Doc Rivers. So you guys let me know what y'all feel.